What's up, guys? Coach Dalton here to explain your summative narrative. I'm really excited about this. It's something new I've come up with for this year, and so I hope you guys are going to actually enjoy doing it. I know my face-to-face kids are excited. So first things first, you'll see right here. Okay, let me see if I can drag my picture. Yeah, right here. That this week I'm just giving you the introduction to the narrative. So that's going to include this video along with a optional plot diagram that you can use and the actual checks that you're going to be looking at and annotating. So you're welcome to print any of those. I also have copies of them in room 909 starting next week if you want to swing by and get one. So this is what you'll see this week. You will not see the place to type. All right. In terms of the narrative, it'll be coming in a week where you can actually type. But if you want to start a rough draft, you definitely can. All right, so I'm going to show you what you'll be looking at and explain what you will be doing. All right, so first things first, I am including this plot diagram for you. It is a Google Drawings document, so you can type right in it, which is pretty cool. But if you want to print a copy and use it at home while you're taking notes, that would be fine too. And you've seen these types of diagrams. We went over the general order of a narrative in our lesson in the previous weeks. So now I am opening up the document you will be looking at, all right, which is titled Ordeal by Check, all right, and checks, I know you guys are a little bit too young, honestly, to maybe have used them, but you understand the premise of them, okay? They are a way of payment. So there is this man, all right, Lawrence Exter, and this is supposed to be his checkbook throughout his life, all right? Your job is to read the checks, take notice of them, annotate what is playing out, all right? There's no right answer. There is a wrong answer, all right? But there's really like a right area, okay? I'm going to give you an example because all of you should hopefully pick up on this. So again, you should be reading these checks this week and kind of paying close attention to what's going on. You need to pay attention to the amount, who he made the check out to, how he signs his name, all right? Everything is an important detail. So you can see here, his first check is to a baby shop, okay? And then here, he writes a check to the hospital, okay? We can assume because, he's going to be, maybe they got admitted to the hospital or his wife went and, checked everything out and they made a deposit for what will be the birth of his child. Okay, then here we see a couple things. First of all, it's a check to a doctor. Pay attention to the date because if you look here, he begins signing his name as senior. All right, so you have to infer that this is the day that his son was born. All right. You will do the same thing throughout the checkbook, looking at what he made checks out to. And again, coming up with what you think happened, okay? Now, I said that there's a right general area, but there's no right answer, but there are wrong answers, okay? You can't just make up that he was abducted by aliens. There is no check to support that he was abducted by aliens, all right? But anything that you can support with the checkbook, you can say happened, all right? And so as you are annotating, the idea would be that you could use this plot diagram to sort of explain different things happening in his life, all right? Choose a climax of his life if you want to. And then, like I said, some falling action. There might not necessarily be a resolution, which is fine. What you're going to end up doing is not writing an entire narrative about his whole life, okay? You'll be focusing on maybe 2, 3, 4 checks and telling the story of those. Now, you'll want to include the characterization and the setting and the background from the other checks, all right? And maybe even how his life played out, all right? So that would potentially be your resolution. But you'll end up focusing on a specific point of his life, okay? You're not going to tell the story of the check. You're going to tell the story behind the check, all right? So you'll have to figure out, why did he make a check out to a diamond company? Why did he write this weird check to Tony Spagoni? Right? And then if you keep looking, There are multiple checks to Tony Spagoni. All right. Pay attention to the date that they're happening. Are they weekly? Are they monthly? Look at how his handwriting changes as he's getting older. All right. What could be happening with that? All kinds of inferences and conclusions can be drawn from these. Think of it like a mystery that you have to piece together. All right. And then your narrative I'm excited for is going to be just a creative writing, telling me a story about what you think happened in Lawrence's life. You'll be able to tell it from third person as a narrator or from first person as Lawrence, okay? And more details about the specific assignment will be coming up when you can see this assignment. But next week, you'll be able to see the rubric, okay? But it's just a general narrative rubric that we've used in the past, right? It's the county narrative rubric. So you're graded on the content of the narrative, organization, style, all right? And then obviously your grammar and mechanics, all right? So those assignments will be released. This part of the assignment will be released next week, all right? So again, this week, you're going to be wanting to look, all right? Nope, wrong side. Nope, wrong side. Right here, okay? At the summative narrative intro, all right? If you want a physical copy of something, you can drop by 909. Other than that, I hope you guys have an awesome week, and don't forget about your other 2 assignments here, okay? Your finer narrative journal, and then an entire lesson on the Harlem Renaissance. As always, if you need help, please email me or come by room 909. See you guys soon.